Yo, what is going on, guys? And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build my new base design that I made personally called the Hyperion. And this is how it looks. There's actually two stages to it. There's a solo duo version, and then a trio quad, and then if you have a 5-man, you can also do that. That's how the base looks. The interior is also amazing. Armored core, bags, workbench, everything. Loads of space, easy to defend raids, electricity, auto turrets, shooting floor, roof, windmill, compound, multi-TC, literally everything you could possibly want in a base. And I've actually been using this base design in my current wipe right now. And I actually play on a 2x right now, so yeah, pretty much almost official. And I'm actually soloing and I'm still running it, just minus the compound. I'll show you the two stages. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, guys, we are gonna start the tutorial now. So, it's actually the first stage is actually very simple. It's just a simple 1x2, but I'm gonna show you guys how to build it anyway. So obviously, you're just gonna put two foundations like this. And then obviously you're gonna have to leave one for the doorway when you're making your airlock. Make sure when you're making your airlock that the doorway is facing inwards like this. Make sure, because that would literally pretty much ruin the whole base design if you don't. And then in here we're going to place our TC on the right side, as you can see, like this, as close to the wall as possible. I'm actually gonna move that. That's actually really bad. I think that's better. Yeah, it's definitely better. And then obviously you want the shelf, so you're gonna go around to this part of your base, and you're gonna place a triangle, half hole, triangle, and then you can fit another triangle inside there. Demolish all of that, and it should look. What did I just do? It should look something like this. And now you can actually fit a lot of boxes in here. So I like to put one like there. I like to stand up here. Try to fit one right here, like that. And sometimes it lets me. Right now it's not. I don't know why. But you can actually fit another large box here. I don't know why it's being annoying. Maybe if I place this one first like this, and maybe it'll let me place this one. I don't know. But it is kind of annoying, the box placement. I had it, because I was facing the wall. Another thing to make box placing easier is, as it's actually been proven, you can see that, I'll just demonstrate here. Let's put a wall. You can see that the hard side is actually a lot thinner than the soft side. So if you have trouble placing boxes, just temporarily rotate your wall so the hard side is sticking out, and then you can easily place your boxes. And then you can see how much easier that is, and just rotate it back, and then boom, it'll stay the same. See, it's not even sticking out. So that's just a quick tip in general. Obviously, probably gonna want to put a frame there. You can actually fit another box like over here, just like that. And then you can also fit a bunch of small boxes too. Let me just get a small box real quick, just like this. And you can actually fit many of these. If you get the placements right, you can actually fit a lot of these, like right here. You can definitely fit one in here. I usually just leave it like this. And then you're probably going to want to put a garage door. Flip that on the wrong side. Why does it keep doing that? Probably just me. Yeah. Alright. I removed the box when I was spam clicking R. So again, the trick does help. You can clearly see so much easier. So you can put a garage door here. This is going to be the core. And you can actually put, it doesn't matter what workbench you have. I'm just showing tier 3 because it's the biggest. You can fit a tier 3 right in here. Just like that. That's where you're going to put your workbench. Then you're going to want to get a campfire. I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, campfires are really worth it because you can cook your food, you know. And I know some modded servers you don't need to. You can either put your campfire under there if you want, or you can put a small box. Me personally, I rather go with the small box because it's easier to fit in there. And I usually put my meds and stuff to craft meds or kits under there, which is very helpful. Let me just quickly clear up some of the inventory space I have right here. And then you can actually fit a couple sleeping bags right here. And you can actually fit another one in the airlock if you want, but Just like to go like that. Try to squeeze it as much as possible. Just like that. Just like that. And if you really want, you can also put one right here, as you can see. You can do that. There's many variations. You can move that, put furnaces here if you want. You can move the workbench here, put furnaces that have 3 bags. It doesn't really matter how you do your core. It's just personal preference and what you plan to do with the base. And then obviously you're going to grab your 2 sheet doors. Place them one outwards, one inwards to create your airlock. And this is the first stage of the base, and this is how it should look. Pretty simple but effective. And now let's say you're done, you're past that stage, right? You got some materials, and you're ready to expand. So what you're going to do for the first expansion is pretty simple. You're going to come out here, you've probably seen it with many other designs, and you're going to place 2 more triangles like this. Then you're going to wall them in, place the floor triangle above you, 2 walls locking this in, and then you can either do a furnace jump up here, or you can do just a half wall jump up. I prefer furnace jump up. Especially if you chose to not put furnaces in your, my game's lagging right now. If you chose not to put furnaces in here, you can definitely fit them in if you want. But if you chose not to, then I would definitely put a furnace jump up here. But if you do, then you can use a half wall, put whatever you want under it, doesn't matter. And then when you come up here, 2 walls like this, half wall, and you're gonna make a shelf right here for some more storage, just like so. And now, since we're done with this part, obviously you're going to want to put a triangle here, right there. Let's get a double door. You can seal this off. Boom. Yeah, my bad, guys. I'm a bit delayed right now. My game is very laggy right now, so cut me some slack. Yeah, you can clearly see. So, your base should be looking something like this. You didn't have to do the shelf right now. Let me just remove this to show you. This should be the first expansion. And if you're still on this stage for a bit, what you can do temporarily is put triangle foundry and a half wall. Just leave it twig normally, and you can just use that to get up temporarily. But let's say you're past that stage now, you don't need the temporary jump up anymore, and you are ready to expand the base even more. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a triangle foundation. You're going to honeycomb right here. You're going to honeycomb on these 2 sides right here of the main core, just like this. And then you're going to add 3 triangles like this, and that is going to be our main way to get into the base. So you're going to wall this off. You can put 3 wall frames, fill this up with triangles, and again, you can do a furnace jump up or half wall. I personally like to do a furnace jump up here because then I put flame turret, auto turret, whatever stage you are in the game under the half wall. And yeah. Then, obviously place your wall frame back. Put a couple garage doors here. And then obviously fit in, well, I like to put it inwards, like this. That's how you're supposed to do it. And then you can get up to your base. And once you're done that, this is like another stage of expansion. Now you're going to wall this area in like this. And you're going to do that on both sides to create more shelves for storage. Because, let's be honest, we always be running out of storage in Rust, so obviously you want to be doing this just like that. Cover this off, and then you wall this in like this, wall this in like that, and make sure you leave this one open, because this is going to be our jump up. This should be a half wall jump up right here. Kind of has to be. We're going to leave this for our jump up. You can roof it off. And this is the next floor for our base. It looks just like this. And you've probably seen many bases that look similar to this, which is understandable. But yeah, so once you get to this stage, right here, you can either honeycomb it, put a vending machine in a doorway like this, or you can use a wall frame and use a garage door there and use it for electricity. I don't really want to use vending machines. I don't really find a use for them. I only make vending machine bases when I actually want to sell stuff. But if you want vending machines, go for it. They're really cool. I do it sometimes, but I'd rather have electricity or just honeycomb. Right now, in my wipe right now, I'm using just a honeycomb. But we're gonna put a wall frame in this example with a garage door, and then we will put our electricity in there. You can actually fit a large battery in here, just like that. And I like to also put a splitter in here. So most of the electrical stuff happening is in there. Then obviously get your boxes. Put your boxes down. Boxes are important, obviously. And you can fit 4 and 4, but what I personally like to do is I like to put 3 right here, and I like to fit a repair bench in here. I don't know why. I like repair benches. Obviously, you need to repair stuff, but mainly for skinning. I mean, let's be honest, skins are like 50% of rust. I mean, I'm obviously joking, but you know, you get what I mean. Repair benches are helpful. I don't know why it's not letting me place the wall frame right there. There we go. You can place wall frames, fill this all up with wall frames, and obviously put garage doors. I forgot to put wall frame right here. Garage doors, and then I like to put a double door right here, because let's be honest, you can put garage doors. It is better, but it is a lot more expensive as well. So it's up to you guys, especially like what you have right now in your current state of game. All of that matters. But now we're gonna expand to the shooting floor. So your base should look something like this on the outside. When you go inside, it should look something like this in the core. Like I said, there's many different things you can do with your core arrangement depending on what you want to have. Your airlock should look like this, kinda. Half-hour furnace jump up. Boxes, large storage. And then we're gonna do the shooting floor now. So the shooting floor is probably the most complicated part of this. I'm not gonna lie, it's just confusing. It's kind of hard to place sometimes, but I'll try to make it as simple as possible for you guys. Also, yeah, obviously you want to door this off, double door, garage door, whatever you want. I usually just put a double door. Alright, so now on these two ends, you're gonna place rectangular floors, square floors, just like that. And then you're going to place triangles like this in between, and place triangles on the sides of our jump up. So it should look something like this. As you can see, looks pretty good. And now the hardest part probably are the triangles. So when you're placing the spare triangles, just make sure they're facing outwards from the base. So for example, if I place it like this, you can see the triangles I placed on this side are facing outwards, and if I place it like this, see, not like that, triangles are facing outwards. So bad part would be like if you place it vertically like this, you can see it's not going to work well. Press it like that. And then right here, you're going to put 2 more triangles right here, and you got to pick a spot for your jump up. I usually just put it right across. It's what I prefer to do. So yeah, just pick your spot for the jump up, and it should look something like this. And then you're gonna grab windows, and you're gonna place it on the outward parts only. Like you can see I'm doing, I'm not placing like a window right there. You can see I'm only placing them on the very outward part. This, 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 just like that. And your shooting floor should look something like this currently. And now we're gonna add doorways. So if you saw on the base, you put the doorways so that people can't ladder into your shooting floor. And the doorways are pretty tricky. Make sure that you're only placing them right before the holes, right before the gaps in the shooting floor. So when they open like this to actually cover it. You can see you can't fall down, no one can get in. Kind of like this. So make sure you do that. I'll place the doorways. I don't know why it says anti-hack sometimes. It's a glitch. Rust has glitches. It's just how it is. Probably because I'm lagging. So your doorways should look like this. And obviously you're going to fill them up with doors. Like so. I'm lagging a lot. So there's a big delay. So like this, it should look something like this. Well, it should look exactly like this. You can see the doors are covering all the gaps, so no one's laddering in a shooting floor. Just like that. Then, in this main area right here, you're gonna place wall frames for stability, so make it a lot easier to build the roof and roof the shooting floor as well. And then you're gonna fill in the tiles to the main 1x2, just like that. You're gonna put triangles right here, obviously. Triangles, square, square. Place triangles like that. Make sure you fill in the little corners that are hiding in here too. I always forget to do that. You can always just look at this, fill in those corners just like that, and like this. And then you're gonna leave obviously one side open for your jump up to get to the roof. And there we go. The shooting floor is done, but not quite yet. What I like to do as well. Obviously, you're going to add vertical metal embrasures, like this. Make sure they're facing outside. This will make sure that people don't ladder in, because they can still glitch their way through the empty window like this if there's just like nothing in it. That's why you need to put any type of metal embrasures in, just like this. And it's a total cost of 10 metal embrasures, pretty sure. And yeah, just like that. And that should be how the shooting floor looks. One quick tip I like to do is on the square parts, like over here, I like to add ramps, because you know with some guns like MP5 and AK, it can be hard to control the spray when standing up. So the ramps will make it so when you're over here, you can just crouch and it's so much easier to spray your gun. I like to do this on both sides. Make sure, I kind of just, hold on. I did not mean to do that. That was a mistake on my part. I really did not mean to do that. But base looks fine anyway. I just accidentally. So make sure that your ramps are not raised like this. This will make it so you can barely peek through. If you want one like that, that's fine. But I personally like mine to be just as low as possible so I can have most room. Okay guys, that is the shooting floor complete. This is how your base should look so far. And now we're getting on the roof. So obviously, you have your half wall jump up. Build it like this. Door to seal. Just like that. And boom. That's how it should look. Now the roof is extremely simple. So you're just going to grab your roof. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but I've played Rust for over 1,000 hours. And I only realized as of like a week ago that you can rotate your roofs. And I'm not even joking. I really mean that. But anyway, you're not going to place it on any of the added shooting floor. You're only going to place it on the main, these three, these two, and these three. So like I'm placing them right now. You can see roofs are always tricky to place. And you can see I have roof peak downs at the end, curved roofs, and this is how it should look, like this. And that is the main part of the base complete. But we're not done yet, because there's multi-TCs and much more I want to show you guys about this base design. So first, what's it called? You can honeycomb extra. I like to do that because the weakest part of the base is, I think, right here. You can see the airlock. They can get in pretty easily right here. This is honeycombed. That's honeycombed. You can see they can't get in anywhere here. But this part right here is not. So I like to add extra honeycomb right here. Just like that. Pretty simple, but it makes the base a lot stronger. Makes it look a bit goofy, but it is stronger. So that's how it is. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you how to do the multi-TCs. Now this is probably the trickiest part of the entire base. But foundy, you're just going to put foundies. So square foundies, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make this triangle foundation. And you're going to demolish all those. And then you're going to spam triangles like that. And you can see it'll work when you see like this. You can see the gap between, which means it works. Then you can go over here, grab a TC, place the TC down, obviously put a little upkeep in it. And you can seal it off with a window if you want, put an embrasure if you need to add extra upkeep in the future. I usually just put enough upkeep for the wipe because I play on bi-weekly servers. And I personally just like to wall it off to make raiders have even more trouble. So it'll be more expensive for them. And obviously you're going to do this 4 times. Over here as well, across. Same thing. 1, 4, 5, 6, admin. Just like that. You can see the gaps. Go over here. TC, upkeep. And do what you want with it. That's pretty much how you do it. And I'm just going to do the other ones without showing you, but you're probably wondering, what if there is a triangle like this and you can't place your squares attached to the base like this? Can't really place them because it won't work and it's diagonal. Just add triangles in a circle like this, and you can't place that one there. Add the triangles in a circle and then boom. It works just like that. You can see you get your square foundations attached to it. So I'll get back to you guys when we're done the outer TCs. Okay guys, we are back after doing the final 2 outer TCs, and this is the end of stage 1. So if you're a solo or a duo, I wouldn't recommend doing the compound. It would be too expensive. And that's your stage 1. So if you're a solo or a duo, you can probably turn off the video now, just copy this one. Or if you're crazy and you want to stay for the trio quad plus, then do it. Doesn't really matter if that's what you guys want to do, go for it. But now we're getting into the compound part of the base, which is the final part of the base. And to do the final part of the base, you're going to need high walls, obviously. You get your large furnaces, oil refineries, whatever you want, really. Large furnace right there. I'm going to get a large furnace. And metal barricades you're also going to want. So, start off with your outer TCs. You're going to place 3 triangles like this on the right or left of each one. I prefer doing it on the right. Just 3 like that on each of the outer TCs. And the reason for this is because compound gates are slow and inefficient, and they're very expensive. So instead of using those, we're going to use our own compound gates. Now you're going to honeycomb the wall like this. Just like that. You can do that for all of them, obviously. Just like that. Have raiders. Give raiders as much trouble as possible so that they can't get your goods in your base, obviously. And that's how it should look right now. Then you're gonna wall this, 2 triangles like this, and then 3 wall frames. And you're probably wondering, you guessed what we're gonna do. You know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab double door, face one in, garage door up, another one facing one in like this. And that is going to be our compound gates, instead of having the big, inefficient, and expensive gates that cause you trouble to place and you can't pick them up. I'm just going to do it like this instead. And they are so much better than normal compound gates, in my opinion. Which is why I'm featuring them in my base design. And I honestly love these types of gates. They're also stronger than compound gates. So, obviously, another plus to having them. Just like that. And now we have all of them like this. Then all is left to do is place your metal barricades on top of them. And what I like to do is put one facing like this. One facing horizontally. And one facing vertically. Sometimes it gives you trouble, but don't worry, you can pick these up, you won't lose them or anything. They're really easy to get. You can see I got it right there, just like that. You can get the placement better if you want. Obviously it's not the exact best placement that I just did right there, but it works. You can see right there. Let me get down more. There we go. You're going to do that for all 4 because compound gates also have spikes. So obviously you can't just leave it like this, or people can easily just ladder in without taking any damage. And this will force them so they can't even ladder in over here, because they'd have to blow through these or break through these. You can't walk through them like compound spikes. So once you've done that, all that's left to do, the last part of the base for final touches, is obviously just placing your compound gates. Now a little tip is, so they line up, just aim each compound, or not gate, wall, a little bit more outwards so it makes more of a circle shape. I don't know why it's lagging like that. And try to align them as best as you can. I know it can be very annoying sometimes to put these walls down, but you can see right there, you can't walk through this gap. It's good. Can you walk through this gap? Nope. Obviously, I could have done better placements, but I'm just showing you guys how to make the base design. And we're just going to cut to when you finish with all of this. Okay, guys, so I finished the compound walls, and I did a pretty bad job with them this time. I just rushed through them, but they obviously still work. And then for the rest of the compound, you can put large furnaces, whatever you really want. Oil refineries, doesn't really matter what you put. Just put whatever you need. You can fit a lot in this compound, as you can see. Like, too many large furnaces to count. Like, look at this. And you think that's bad? Well, you got oil refineries as well. You can fit so many of these. My headphones are already gonna erupt from the amount of stuff we're placing. Look at this. You guys get it. Obviously, that's an unrealistic amount of stuff to place. But you can do what you want. If you're playing in a Zerg and you want to build this base, I guess you can. It's up to you. But then I'm going to give you guys some upgrades that you should do. Obviously, when you have enough resources, I like to upgrade my core to HQM. It's just something I usually do in every base. It can be kind of hard to get under here, so if it is, just remove a sleeping bag. Tell your teammate to remove a sleeping bag and place back. Here, just remove like a box. It's usually what I do. Like, I usually remove this box right here. And then just put it back. Like so. Obviously make the roof HQ. Make this back wall HQ, and then your full core is this too. And I like to make my airlock sheet metal, including the expanded airlock part made here. I like to make this sheet metal as well. It just makes the base a lot stronger, and it is an important upgrade to the base. Make this wall frame also as part of the airlock. Obviously make that. That. Furnace back, and boom, then you can obviously add auto turrets, whatever. Also, I like to put a windmill for power source. I like to put through like this. And I like to do 4 high like this. I like to place the windmill. I don't know why it is kind of glitched on this server how you place it. It's very annoying to place it on Builder Sanctuary. There we go. Then you can grab some netting if you want. Netting is very helpful. It's really easy to craft. It's just 1 rope. And leave this part open so you can walk through, and then just put it everywhere else around like this. Like so. And then you can like connect this down to the large battery, the splitter. Get auto turrets. I like to put auto turret here, auto turret here, auto turret right there. But yeah, guys, that is the Hyperion base design. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys would build this. It is on the longer side of the videos I usually make this video. But I hope you guys enjoy. I have more Rust content coming soon, and I'm back. So I will see you guys in the next one.